our director no ka just say nyum nko a de we de bia o ka say abrofo nyum we should we nyame anim ni kwini nim to yehu atiase de nkunim de ye dia ente de hwan anim to say yehu atiase nko a de nkunim de ye dia eno de obia anim to na mo ko say ba ko na be fofo de ne ba de ene say ejato system ene da be ene ye ya wada hey Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hey! And now holiday, teacher rate to Adonko. Wow! Holiday. It's a fresh day and it's a brand new day. A positive. And no matter what name positive. And you remember what me a Gina on us, and no bit of mastery, and no bit of my one casa over pro a year be do an air good form. And I want that April the toss we do 9. We are so grateful, Radia Dawasi, a wadom, a mobile and audience watcher. And welcome to the biggest breakfast show, our TV show, Akan Kasamieka. You know, a Badwam On Adom TV, multi-TV. The free cyber copy say, non kono bobribia da meka say, nyina ne yakabom yasudi see etimi dwindwo my Ghana ho ne etoato adwene. Na Ghana fa ne ntoma pa na say efefra no bribia da meka ho. Ye won ntoma pa bi say efefra ho. Ye won ntoma papa pa ho e say efefra. Di say nyina ya adwene ko banko ne hu say ye boaboa ye ho boaboa enche ye be fa sa ntoma pa no ayeden. Edi efra ama baby bia no ho etimi ay kama ti baby ahye bia no baby abutu bia no baby anam bia no the first thing you have to do bibia da mekai wo sorry film pempe wo da nyame ase okwanso nkoso na wo de da no so ahye onyame nsa wa wo do ho to nyame so bia no ade nyina be di aboa na ebese wiye na si wiye Badwam enne akoya wo de mekai se ye de no nsia kase de bebro no achi maro mfida so se ye de agokansi ebebro na afie de eye Ghana nkomo no so edi atoaso edi amao eno achi so eno ya wo de maro efisem ana empense mu so ede ewo ho edi monti ya hihye sisu kama ana edi ebro bio mamenka o se obekoso ahwe after 9 o'clock no ye kan say ye TV no ahwe ahunioma pa yesu edi ebro ebribia edam ade ba kwa mpese bribia da mekai wo ne se bebe adu as oman Ghana no Oman Ghana ho punto ne nkanko ho komo no enko gina nipa ba ko bi so ana eko bi so abaye ye nyina ya sudie enti de bia da wo sori a adwuma wo koye se wo ye taxi driver se wo ye trotro driver se wo ye dwadini se wo ya ban adwuma na se wo ya ankrankra adwuma ana wo ye myself wo ankasa wo adwuma no mesre be bia obutu be bia hye bia no your contribution no na be ma Ghana enti magina ne na so ye nana no so madaroma monsumo futuo no makwan kire na monso be ma Ghana so agyan na so ye they say ajaje for monso ahobrasiem monso se de mbosi aye monnioma no ba ejidi aye pe omumu no eno so atimi apagya saa so na aposi for so make kire monso mana montuo easter e be bo yi pa ma yetimi ho se say ni say ana yeko esema hodo atojo do brokata no me de broba make say the countdown ashase Christopher na montuo no owu sorry no ashase enti efiada ne memenda na ne kwasiada no Christopher we are from na nyina no eni adaje kra megiri se also be join there the man is beautiful those yenuanom muslimi for so guso ono so chire kom bompaye ma wi ase Ghana ono Ghana so Ghana ana emu adwuma ne mu mpanyimfo ene eye emu how ene omankasa abrabo ne obo businesses enti eche se oba honhom fam Ghana ya pampe kese pa kremofo na hyase ana Christopher so to aso nti eja wo Ghana mu ebe wie nkunimdie kama ede amanti bia obia no just be a proud Ghanaian kachira won say achia batemu ye be very proud say you are a Ghanaian if you wake up obompa the next thing is the pledge to really do what is right for mother Ghana say the be Ghana bitimi akogina mpempen so a SSA etimi ejina the brema ho kwan nsema wo do de atojo do bokata quickly me dey bro daily graphic na me dey be share daily graphic anima or say deep in peace in country clergymen rally citizenry at Easter and wasem ana Daily Graphic the obokrata so ede aba ohwe any man me say infonye da ha 17 mmdas tackle flooding in Odo Basin. Now it's flanked. They are flanked by Sector Minister Francis Asenso Boache, Minister Works and Housing. Now she be also stop the floods. Man or minister which I don't say they see to Tobrim. Yenche na yema insuo a ebe yiri afa potem no enya de hia ebe ya de hia de a na chese yeso ya bra bo no ye su ne ye ban bi ho a ese ehwe ne ejan apiate temporary structures at routine level and a Supreme Court bars question from Parliament member of Parliament NDC Asen North ese ohwe court to bata she said there be ontimi enhye no ho enyina se oye emrahye bedwani adwenche no akoye pi nti yabekoso edisa enkomo no LEAP beneficiaries to receive $42 million World Bank support and was Daily Graphic and so about over the Ghanaian Times I was saying Asen North MP barred from Parliament. Energy Minister greeted with doomsday at Meet the Press really and what's over the Ghanaian Times and rather Minister Energy area Napo na oko kushia central for se toa nyoma ekoko so se ohwema na asemba kwa do makoma so ne skills ba kwa nipa bi ne mu demonstrate won here dumso ebreni assess miana and afi enim ha so daily the Ghanaian Times Deputy Lands Minister inspects temporary accommodation for Apiate and wasem e wo hanum say Easter messages from the clergy or say pray for global peace and stability. The Ghanaian Times so the ehwasem ede aba Daily Guide kasa no pay their change na any man say I'll say MPP constituency election nominations open on Tuesday and wasem bo han say infonye da say James Getchi Kwesen ono so ni infonye eda it's over Boga MP stripped and wasem ana Daily Guide so ede aba and I will hand over to MPP president Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo ana ekasa kire the MPP Amanyu Akufo say the kure wo mpa ne say Messi form na Messi form am gidi pefe yi say Messi form the baton no ama MPP candidate so somebody oman Ghana so Nana akasa enti ono na dwenkire no oba Daily Guide anim heya anso a Kwawu Chief's rubbish injunction on book launch and what's Daily Guide ede aba and what's one say after the new crusading guide appears to victim structures ready in May. Honorable Benito Anakase and after the big one Supreme Court blocks Asen North MP and what's and so that anima Communication Ministry kicks start training for 5,000 girls as part of Girls in ICTC program. And what's under the new crusading guide and so ede aba and which is daybreak as some denima kesipano say court throws out national security over piracy suspects and what's some han say and FDA under fire as to why FDA under fire no daybreak the democrat anoko pebia ebebo na watimo de echo $13 trillion spent on war can end extreme poverty in Africa. And what's enso enya chefa ewo day break. The Chronicle enso say consumers steal 3.2 billion cedis from ECG. Wow. Emo di pato do na eyusu enyinem kania. We know them. Unfortunately, we are not ready to just expose them. A car, bias, no. If we say can far away from no. A car, a dog, one way or the other, we are bearing direct cost because of yenyanum bimu and it's here bonia and your papa. So the Chronicle say, Kwesen can't hold himself as MP anymore. And Animal Research Institute and land under siege. Consumers steal 3.2 billion Ghana cedi from ECG, and suspects in 21 million Ghana cedi attempted fraud at Fidelity Bank dragged to court. And what's them? I want to say. NLA for Simen Cow said, on by live draw at the free a year or bombing Easter Brewery. And Mary say the whole multimedia group led by a year at Dom FM into on quite a fee a called Chiliaba. Fashion team. It's a shas here a chinada na yakuino the question and the Jordan so yet me abetemu enka see the Daily Statesman said Works and Housing Minister laments poor attitude towards waste. That's very true. You know, quite a fast dispose of refuse, no, very worrying. And you shouldn't talk a crab, you are your man. AP free and bond station, you got a more. Put him saying, I'm meaning the queen. A choir, you move binum, Eddie in Ratu Basa. And I choke most of our gutters at this problem when you're at the air Sector Minister Era Asenso Boache and Ekasa and Koboy Ediche. Almost all the papers, the issue about Era question Asen North Mashibe Janine or Daily Statesman so the Aba or say Supreme Court bars NDC MP from Parliament and pay for the energy you consume, Energy Minister and the Ghana focus. So no unia who is when you teaching Bibiano, who you show in them Kenya, you do the 3 hours so they are now 30. A bassa na ye ebo kanafi a man semna kwa ekesi yenye careful and yes sir MY. Now the business finance so they are it's so worrying. ECG loses 3.2 billion Ghana cedi to power theft. In a holding Kenya ye wiano. You know, ye we are power. Yes, you say we are no say town and never boy dinner. One soon will be a potem or you may be a potem or no, and a more would 2 or the we are Kenya. Unim. But one candia. Better than a win is at 3.2 billion. Yes, Kaketwa. It is all a Ghana in our son of Panabon Pie. Now, what the Ghana pledge in the sorcery. Now, one Kasa the core values, first tool of the Ghanaian patriotism and love for your country. Now, by Yen Shaham will be a team for Kotikwan, so a real Ghana and you never hold there. We can see a near Nina, could see 3.2 billion Ghana cedi. There's a nipa no drone a good Ghana, no. Yemufana. And I'm holding chrono na yebo, and it's very bad. Any man say ECG's losses hit 22.1 billion Ghana cedi in 5 years as system losses rise to 30.31%. And finally, the analyst, business analyst, will say Ghana bags $783 million from petroleum revenue in 2021. And what's our FD sleeping on the job as pharmaceutical products flood cosmetic shops instead of pharmacy shops. And what's Anna and Kratan at the Abadi. Every man who and on the Edibisian say now, Yakofa Cassian, I mean, say, I'm not sure by I crado and check no pepe or the in summer who do atoja ewo a year, if you are Franenina, especially Ghana. Honsem everything the abroad. Come but I have honsem abanti mijahwa emwa. I have honsem aba mijahwa emwa. Newmont I have for North project takes off. Lands Ministry O24 resolve a year standoff. Na ntawantawa kakra da I have for North any Newmont. Efa wonu jumedi fufra wonu be I have for North no. Ene ye ka say otiko koto 24 krura. Or the nursing form, on the Lands Ministry, on the Newmont for another wedding come. I'm a BBA team. My uncle quickly now, any Anochiwaba. Marching.
Yeah, I'm your mind.
Anochiwaba sausage, them just appear still in water. Or text message at the Abbey. It appears still water, their problem. You'll never be able to call.
And
some of the call Cassian, but I went to the back will be at to my quick and send your corner.
You're breading to your home. You're back at your senka for say. Almost see quite a soa. Will be what to say the movie out in the here.
Okay.
Almost for one could dress some dream. Ye Eastern tea, no be able to come with a cacoton crow for Megu. Eastern what you know, Abrabo. I was at the address one away a bedroom so Cassia Yamade someone and someone will pay Obetia be and say video and a monte so. Brantie bi akopa connection will be an kan chase kind say there aposi for and sa kanu sansom na mpanimfo ehye mu se kosua crate no na wachi mu ano ebo no ebeko ehro yebeko ti mantem nso a bebia yedru so manyi manfo gusu agu nkwasom a yedi mu ensembre we ne ensem ahodo bi na mde so mo se bedwam so kase wo hia me ayafre me anoche wa pa achiwa se wa fenchemu no me fatwa so ema Ghana Post Jumako mu mpanifo atumi akwakofa brantie bi a ne din ni Osman Brustani na video yi ba abonte na sa video no ne nyina eyese chese wakopake ne hyen ewo obi sto anim ewo eye osu ama nipa ne kwaye se wonyi hyen ni fru brantie de buafu a watwese kai na nsam ne beto odwa no na Post sahe ne Dr. George Akufu Dampare ene ofa afon fra brantie ne se wo mu hia no asa brede mpanifo afre no wantoto ye wo se wode ne famu nyina no wode ne famu.
Yes, somebody in the shop. Why you take this thing down here? Take this. Huh? Come on.
Posi ejuma ekono eden sembia to abonten se kasafonyi bia na etwa gu a owura ne din ne Osman Brustani na wo obi henya ehunhuna no no si ada owura yi wonsa asoni mu a wo hwe se wode ne befa Ghana emrakwan so na ansa na Posi ejuma ekono mpo ekwakwachi owura yi eye Posi sahen George Akufu Dampare ehwe se onipa na wo ne henya ewosa kasafonyi ni mu a ema na yem hyehye no no eniema bebre na wafem ewosa de a ekos ne ho esense si ada wa man dokitani a wo hwe no ahwese na dreamu ene ne tibie mu no bibiara ebekoyie ne nyina mu no Posi science so efa ne telephone efre wo wura yi ene ne kasai ewo telephone so a wode etwe wo wura yi se Ghana Posi fire crowd se obi biara obekosa ahohiehia ne mu no obebo nipa ne ho ban we nti owura Osman Brustani ne wachini wo mu ehwe ne mu se obetimi aye enhyehyeye da honom na wode no akwakopie aseni bia se de be ya Ghana mra ene no ebedi Posi adwuma ekuo no epese Ghana fo inada te ase se eye wona asade se obo obi biara ban enu nti ogusuada eyese adwuma no yenko kuaye ensemo titinani edema akuafo ya wonom eye ntakraboa ewo memmeche Ghana National Association no eye wonom chairman eye Victor Opon opanyidi nsemo atudwa se enkoko anase dabodabo ntakramo wo moduane a wodie no sade ebo na si akosoro no nti ebema wonom nkosua no eba abonten a ma yetubi to ne adibie no na watwi mu wasane bo no ekosoro kakra.
Effective tomorrow no ebetimi akosoro na yan fa price bia ntu judge say we with the stakeholder engagement no ya nikosuafo ni nyina wa ha say ye nyina ye badwene ho ebo say na ebeye farmer de ni the otonkosua de ni then we agree on a price a ebebo ye mienu nyina minim kra no minim say about 975 million Ghana cedis have been injected into the planting for food and jobs. So local people necessarily benefit. Now ma obi free ni krom and the country ebetoy na na just say ye na ye planting for food and jobs mine faso ama yen.
Yanko kwan so jojo ho ensem emu ya na ya ha ba kwa ye wo so man no yakwaye se ahyenkafo dodo no an ye hye no behwe na mo ano wachia ebi atete ebi dade atwa wo a enche na wo na ya hono nso asa siesie no de wo mo ato na jeje mu na enu nti na National Road Safety Authority ni Posi adwumako ne fa ye hwe kwan so jojo ho nsem so MTT de atimi aka wo ho abomu ya wo ne ahyenkafo a wotwi hyen fra shaman ekoprampram adi nkita ho na wo se omonhwe na ahyen no asiesie bi ehia no wo mfa mo sanso na ma Ghana fo atese nei wo hia hyenkani bi na kwane wo fa so hyen no enkoyi a no anso afre 194 aposifo ebeje wo so.
Our exercise is based on teaching the drivers to be cautious on the road in Fioto, but you could see that some of the wipers are they are totally damaged, and these drivers don't want to mind. All they want is that they speed, they take the people and come back and take others.
Ye tu omofo said ye beya ye nyina ye benya hweyie na Easter imuno sene ya ananka ye te no emre bi atwam no ye hu ne saa bio ye firi ho ene yaba prampram aha se kwai so ka bi wo hon so a ye hu se na ho den no wo fom kura ne sene a wase se nipa gumu ene tais egu ase ye no eno nso ye hwe se ye bebo ase ye masa aka no enkokura na emfe nipa ne nkona akofa wo hawaba.
Our exercise is based on
afe yankoi baby ayadru so manyi enkwasom a na omanfo dodo na susenke afiri mu no oman Ghana nkwasom ni bi gusu koso we ye nkwada wonu se we ye adwuma enso mpanifo bi di wo mu eye adwuma na afimpiru ne aduonu ba ko ni mo no population and housing census ye koso na ma ededi se oti mantem mu kopiem wo ho mo a enkwada no ohamu nchemu aduonu achiri po nwotwe 20.8% ena wode wonom eye enkwaso mu anaso do mo ye adwuma wonu se wo ye sanso ena north east region no etoso mienu anu ye duba ko achiri po 11.4% ena savannah mantem no ye 9.9% ena afa upper west 9.3 na eye nkrampudi mantem no etwato 0.4% a wo kyeremu se ha adwen sade wode nkwada afrase ye adwuma no panimfo anhwe ne want bra no anase wansia no a bedrum bebi nkrada ache ebeye basa.
I say ban the child trafficking, any human trafficking issue Ghana, because of fact it says region the population of children 5 to 14 years are almost more child labor 20.8%, which is the highest in the country. Internal, share media for say they will present the data to them and also educate them on are they affecting modern slavery. So the bear so that everyone will come on board. Said the bear a bit me reduce issues of human trafficking and child labor in Ghana.
Yanko brekum wo manfo bia wono mo brekum sa frase ena kuro ni mu akwan ahodo no mpanimfo de ma contract sa contractor fo nwe na wontumi ensiesie na nya kama na so contractor fo yi odi bronya wie ya na wosesa wo mfidie nyina afiri akwantempo no so a ene gatesa kase wa biebie mu ato wo kwan ni so mfuturo baabi wo kro no wo mu atwetwa akwan di mu a chese nipa ntumi mfa hyen enkosansa no wo ye gata ene wagya no woni wo de ade hwede ato mpanimfo nim se wo srada won samra kwan no so meye sebe ya kwani abadie ho nsam ebetumi akoyi
mere wafo hwiase nkura hwiase wo kwan so abre husam kura anye ewo mu wo bekum amango ase ha ne se omo tutu ye dana si nyina nsuo na tai ese ya tete ha na ye fie kwan ano ewo ha se ne de nsuo to aye ho awe ho papa
nsuo no kwan hwiase se otokase kura po no ni ye hura ma no wantontom ha amamfo nti ye sere nipa na Obi akwane hye ne nsa sa aban na hye ne nsa se ho no ye soro be moe no me ye huna ma no hyper
Yanko Supreme Court na Supreme Court no akwa setena de wahye se ase North Marche Bedwani James Chachi question opani woni hu kwan se okowura Marche Bedwam no okoye adwuma bia no Marche Bedwafo ye no panyini wonchire ho firi ho we ye ne nsem a chese akwada court wa na no ada court ne hye se wonya Marche Bedwam ko wi ase wo so wo appeal simsu biem court eno so mpanimfo to aba akowie se ne dwumadie se Marche Bedwani no ontumi nyina ba bia anya dwuma se Marche Bedwani biem nti won fanto okra
court that had early on held the seat for me. The people of Asin North will not be represented, and I think that we're not for all these legal gymnastics that have been employed by the lawyers for Asin North. Perhaps the by-election should have been conducted long ago. And I, in my view, think that there should even nothing in the way of the Electoral Commission to declare the seat vacant. The High Court has ruled, given a judgment determining the status of the gentleman as not qualified to have stood for election and had actually cancelled the election conducted at in the Asin North constituency. And the Court of Appeal subsequently struck out this appeal for non-compliance with the rules of the Court of Appeal. So there's no appeal pending. And I think the way is clear. But of course, the Supreme Court has ordered an expedited hearing and determination of this matter. Yes, I believe that the Supreme Court hearing definitely will also affirm all the principles of law that I have indicated had early on been established by the courts of Ghana.
I don't think that it matters whether he was here or not. Let me say that the Supreme Court has given its ruling, but we vehemently disagree with their position. I think that it is a sad day for all of us, that if what it means is that Asin North is also not going to have representation in Parliament for as long as this case lasts. That is a sad situation, because there are precedents in this country. We all remember the case in
Nansemi beto dwa se Asin North for wonom ni Marche Bedwani biem no na ho akohiase amane bofo ne omanfo bi wo mpotem wo etwetwe nkomo busa se sa asemi wo muso mu se wonsem bi a wode to yenim
aba no ya wini da bia ye beto aba bia ye beto aba no ya wini yensuro omonde yensuro mo ochina te said ya yewura se edun katia ekan no jana mosquito ekan no da bia inda kura sisia wo mombra ne yento aba sisia na de ye wo hwe ba bia wo mo beda enti ya ready say ye twen omo
tia dokosi na mo so mo mpɛ no ye de brekwase blessed dare ha ye nya ye pɛ ye mpo bia de sɛ obi obebe bia no amwa ya ebi se ye tumi kwadi obi ati na de bia bleku ya ye dwadi ye di nyina aya basa ye hunu so nti dokosi ono na baba bua ye ase no for hande ono an ye pɛ no kuradua
sɛ wa oba kurum so se kurum aye din ntokɔ bia anim ebi se ye mra na ye de adwuma we ebi asipan sɛ obekai abusa kandia esi wo ma breso twena mane kwada mu mpo enti se we esi no nya afi na emra no eye adwuma because all lawyer ya na omote ho a agagefo ya na omote ho a wo mu bua aba emre bia eto ya koye pinchi a MPP di kopie court wo mu kro ya ne tena asam no so
enkwa MPP amanyoko no wonom akachi wechirem se afa de brenwaso a constituency regional and national executives no wombehwe na washeda wodi beyi wonu nyina na wechiremu se wohwe se de na anu ada wokọ eye montenso na wonu mokọ ase ho no mokoto waba koyi mpanimfo na etumi ko yie ma bibia wie peye no wagidi se ho akohia safe no amanyoko no ankasa no national wo mutumi tina se na afi wohwe mpanimfo mbedi amanyoko no enum na trefo de ema MPP amanyoko no John Bodu ena ode nsamutu dwa no wo kire se wo mu se na anu ada wo mu de wo ye yase ho de no wo mu se wentu kakra bade so wogidi se wo maka so wo ye kase ya ebetumi akoyi
from the court and assures the plaintiff that they will be given a fair hearing should they follow the court order and apply for reconsideration of their removal from office, which was in pursuance to Article 49A, Section 4 of the PNC Constitution. We wish to call on the rank and file of the party to accept the court order, bury our differences regarding the onward movement of the party. The leadership is scheduling a National Executive Committee meeting to roll out and adopt timelines to conduct branch elections, constituency, regional, and the national executives elections.
PNC for ena eja omudin samutu dwa sesa de court no aka nsem no sa pepepe na wonom esomu eno so na mejina na bedwam so kasiam de somu no pai mede ne nyina esie wuhia me aya freme annoche wa ba ajwa se wa bedwam so agwekansie etwaso
Yemwakwaba. And so ya ba mraso yenhwe nsem ekoso wa godimo and ya na ebibrela de se fata sauti na ya boabo no ade abrawote se me de lie wo no a na se mrena so ye na yekwo no afi so ko no be de pa na multimedia group ejinamo dendenden ni ote kwawo so ye de no feeling no e wo mu na different cry ya body more than Inti obia inshe ewo kwa now oneexpert.com obe better your one no for this guy go qualification and him Liverpool beko na the city ni Atletico Madrid game na mu be den pa but still more of him vogo and Pep wani na adwen safi obeje Champions League no be yere ho party na na mu da oneexpert.com am for this guy go mboto no dan chan and I am G-Fast mixture G-Fast dear braja me manager to Sanso na hwese na syphilis no hankrofo na eyefio man whitening na eyefio be ma be mo gina na so be ma de bodwuma nyegya ho nya fe ho na nkomo nyenko atam nyenkomodie eyenkomodie G-Fast mixture papa kan wona anopa yare nsem no now the semi-final is set Man City versus Real Madrid, Liverpool versus Villarreal. I did not saw semi-finals. When I qualify for the final, and our first leg near Barcelona, the 26th and 27th of April. Shining to South from that second leg, at Barcelona, the 3rd and the 4th of May. The UEFA Champions League 2021-2022. Shining to South from now. If you're the MRF, you may hear the Ecoso. If you're say oneexpert.com there. Now a sikana Diego Botomoni Tinyaho. Oneexpert.com. Also, so far matches better biara on our home in Diego Botomono in October. Ghana ma any emro in fie dun so behwe nim so betimi akosia kan e wo the FIFA under 17 Women's World Cup ni mo me no kasa yi baba no ho no ye coach panipa e de mabobo ku no e de emawe bidia betudwa so ne mo tu kwan na makopie mu e wo eye Guinea no mo de qualifiers back or e de akwakopim so na sa match is Ghana etumi eboguma na se ye tutu ye nan se ne akwantu 42 na ye kwa ni mu ahwese betima qualify for that World Cup. Now baba no coach pani e de ma maidens ne se mo de atudwa fa sa match.
I've been together for some time now. And looking at the assignment ahead of us, we have to step up our preparation because Guinea qualifying from the previous hurdle to this level means that they are not also advanced. So we have to also step up our preparation for this assignment. And I'm just hoping that we'll go and have a very good day. I think that the girls can do very well because we have done a lot within these 3 weeks after the Senegal match, and I'm very optimistic that definitely once the day is very good for us, definitely we'll come back with a very good.
Nice pa. Eti we ne de kokopie mo baba no ho e de so edwashe no sa fa me ye be ko ye next story but ye nhwe me na Europa League no and Conference League matches na be pass no yi na fa me ba second leg of Europa League quarter finals ba ye nhwe se na fixtures no see na me call me second story na nhwe se na ebesi akosan se amanfo aye wide pa so mo hu se na umbeto aye bet na kwati ba ye nhwe se na Europa League quarter final games na besi akọ and Atlanta versus Leipzig Barcelona and Frankfurt first one Barcelona for from Bopa na modern almost be Frankfurt a film Lyon and West Ham United Rangers and Sporting Braga and there we go semi final ejina neso to bibia no na quick nyeja ho kra na gese no se ne no CCT na Chiefs Mr. Ken one opinion dey ba yen kwa the MTN FA Cup Emmanuel Dreams FC bo adwuma amo bogu mu as say mo secure mo semi final ticket at the come animo mo echi Kotoku Ras Bobo Kaminu a Kotoku 40 mo ba ko say Dreams be share the winner of House of Folk and Sky FC and o mo de be pem so mu nchemu ni.
Referee signals for the game to commence, brings it to the near side. Through the middle now here, Simba controls nicely. Ooh! Final delivery from Issa, not the best. Says the game should continue. So here we go. Into the 18-yard box, they try and get through. A shot is threaded on target, but it goes beyond the baseline. Well, it doesn't go too far, and so it's an easy reflex move there from Collins, Boa and Co as they push men forward now. It's on the far side. Goalkeeper Clinton came out. He was committed. The gaping pole is ready and waiting for the first goal of the afternoon.
Super goal. Lovely goal. He had a lot of things to do with that ball. Look at that pass. Brilliant pass on the counter. But AJD, having seen the goalkeeper off his line, rounded him with cheeky ease. And just look at his composure. Calmly slotting home.
Do Jalilu stands by. Shot is fired on target. That's a very good attempt.
And went for the spectacular.
And Julian Nunu brings the half to an end here at the Theatre of Dreams. And Oda Kotoku Royals and Dreams FC kick us off. Okay, so Kofi Stephen. That is the equalizing goal. They are back on level pegging. Oh.
And over the wall, straight to the top corner. A goalkeeper completely beating.
Augustine manages to turn and gets a crossing. Goalkeeper fumbles. Oh!
To get that space and tread in that cross there. Look at the goalkeeper. That was poor from Kumsin, but
bends it nicely. Oh, sublime skill, sublime skill. Yes, this is what they needed.
Super brilliant. Hits it so well, catches it brilliantly well.
There is the referee's final whistle.
Other games about so. Adriana starts 3, King Faisal 2, Adriana qualify for the next stage, Bichim United and Tamale City, so the Pimso we need 4-2 over Tamale City and House of Folk against Sky FC, Shaneso, Sa Efa Emame now, Okopimo, our Dreams FC head coach Karim Zitoa, and somebody to join us, Ofifa and Sombe qualify, then you just saw my qualify, Karim Zito.
Usually, especially when you are playing with a lower division, they use you, the Premier Division, to motivate themselves. So look at the way they came in. And then, you know, the mentality of Ghanaian football. Sometimes it doesn't work like the real professionals. Because no matter, maybe sometimes it's only the name. The difference is the name. You saw what happened today. I'm very, very happy. They stood with the time of test, and then they were able to also add the one after the equalize. The FA, I told you, even the whole world, look at North Macedonia beating the whole Italy, stopping them from going to the World Cup. It's a big lesson to us in Ghana that no names don't play football again. What you put in is what you get.
Right, GFast Mesha, OneXpert.com, your sponsors are pay now. Mami fa we prepare and sana yako na otim say yes edemu kren. Patcho kwawu no ye bad den. Oti kwawu ana ba biewu. Ye bad mu de now. Asempa FM afibie de ba kwawu Easter Games. Afi atibie na hosti atibie Methodist Park. Enye ize enrana ye draw. Na towns ahodo kwawu no hu say we group we na group no bibie neat. Na yahwe sane draw no asi ekonra quota for Bepon and price on kwatia obome quota for Bepon and price on kwatia ewo group A and group B no eye adoso atibie asaka kotoso obo timetimu bie mu group A obome quota for Bepon and price on kwatia and a group B, adoso atibie asaka kotoso and obo.
But there's one thing we can promise. Yeah. There's one thing we can promise. All the team members know. Makacho said the best commentators in Ghana, Ewa Sempa. The best presenters in Ghana, Ewa Sempa. The team of presenters ne yade bako hono. Ebin si that. Unso ka say last year ko be pon ye ko tafo any ade, but this year team ne dey ehu pa ano den pop ba to all the top presenters are ewo multimedia nyina say wo mo ewo ho no ma e bi ye commentary organization no kita yen enti baba na kobisto na bo commentary no ashe dubodi bo na papa maestro so agene de na che wogege ho no ne na mai mota kwame ya kwa champion hwe if you team members wa nya sanketwa na fire lady eja the mama of the house no so eni na munne kakra kan ya dia enti ehupa imota bebo fixtures bubo guma na fi
enti parents in fixtures no the first match ni obomi any quarter for
right
and the bepem so second match so yeah adolso and etibie and then third match bepon and in price so fourth match so yeah kwasakraka and kotoso and if so nkwatia any obome so the bepem so san so na obo any adults so the bepem so and quarter for so na bepon so beto aso sa and then atibie so be share asakraka and then compress so and so any nkwatia so the bepem so sa and kotoso bio any obo so the bepem so
okay so the first round
yes
then this one
yes
match day 2
let's just say of course anti match the fixture senior na e born say
ever first 10
yes the first and second matches no and na me bobo so enti ano ye kotoso any obo mpreso ne obomi ansana kotoso bio any adoso and so e dey apem so na quarterfo so ne mpreso na tibie esebetonsa e dey afre kotoso na mo dey apem so ansana obomi and so any bepon so the bepem so and adoso and so ni asaraka so the bepem so ansana quarterfo any konkwatia and tibie ni obo bepon any nkwatia ansana asaraka any obo at the last game so ashe so it is na fixtures no etia open game ni obomi any quarter for yes obomi ko obomi any quarter for
chale adena no shi parents na no shi
enough
obomi former champions quarter for I host stipend my host stipend
nyame aduma on Saturday we'll meet our Kwawu region so but to be precise at TBA Methodist Park for the 2022
headline artist ya deneko obeba atibie Methodist Park live nti obey pa
nti de mu nyina ase Asia Kwawu nyame yadoma Saturday
right anopa ne ahyase tututu nya no park anopa tututu ene keviat no ne gina mu atola ti be je nipa Saturday Kwawu Easter game nanso Kwawu ye kwan no so no ye hyase afi efida na yakoye ni mu a na ye kwa Saturday ni apreprechi Saturday na nwumre ye da anyeyi ye da anyeyi kra ye jieni Kwawu kan say 2 years ni ene achi ye kom nti ye band ne ye ba Adom FM Asempa FM Adom TV mo hwe ni ewo Kwawu na chese no ne sensem ni so esi etie na no na group stages no ana egu so preparatory o hodema no na the man abena paribo twa me producer Sergio Manocho Jennifer Brown birthday Jennifer Brown makeup artist pedicure papa ke ofa ke sister ke e takrade ene udu birthday Yankopon show Jennifer Brown with Lindsay Bills or CM Fama and Mr. Richard Opwanso we are CEO of Wadada Group of Companies and I pay fantastic morning and come up and Priscilla my director and I pay or say bibia the din or chana na just say ko e gina mu den and ya kaisa odena kasamba ka kejwana ho Erica said wedine.
Well, Masamu Achibiem, Chirose, and Yawada, Dika, say, Bradana Yawada, be the bro, Ghana and Como, Achia, but Imuye, Fasho team. Very, very important. I don't pay me, say, all the your core values too, not to team that. The here Kessia Pa, and say, Utu watch and was adore mine. Very, very important. Utu watch no was adore o mine. Into so no pebiana. After say wabon we and as after allow work bad what we say medino the next thing is the pledge that you really have to support Ghana. Oh support to Ghana no. Now you are being patriotic and you are loving Ghana. Say oh do maya and no ma bebre wa onye onka and esu bebre wa onadedi. Say oh was pese o tu hu chema o maya and no ma bebre wa oh ye kra hu e say oh do maya o kwanso nkoso and you are always going the extra mile. Mr. Ghana ni bia so nya proud say we Ghanaian. Obi nya we know our problems. We will solve the problems. And me and painting pictures say the Ghana and we are seeing ya name say ya shake gem bibi ya kemukura de be nya kure. It means so we want to improve where we find ourselves in terms of ya kwan ye hospitals ye suku ni peti o man nim titru mabunu no omo asitene mu ye die ni adwuma honsem. We want to improve the banking system, road network, get telecom. No ma be brain e pese improve. Iti kakra oh ye de mesumi ye me de we so ye de asumesi ye de obenti de collectively e ho na ebetimi aka sa de bi adam ka cho ye pentuma pa bi afra o ye pentuma papa bi afra nti collectively bro bia ye ne de kakra no e be hia no a na chese ya de Ghana entuma pa no ifra ene sa ne ma me na me di nkomo ye di kan ma show aka wo so say ensutobre na ene wada no I know styles be a time e should peneto it is ready we say see June July nim de be west be na ensu asha say toto my signals kakra ye mountain su na efie ni akwan mu no de yi kire no e che say aban asodie wo ho ye o man mu fon so ye wasodie sunko mesrew ball la ye tutugu basa efie ye no basa enioma ye twen say ensu to ananaji de show me ko hwiegu titiriu ni say o mo kuta sa abobo ya ka asen so ene abobo ya ka asen so dodo na ntrikese nko ahụ ofa ball na himachi be 3-4 na onama gimpa o baby o hwe be nko we nifa na o hwiegu ogbubra na o ja na okọ you know adwene be kra ni say o do man a onye we da say o do o man Ghana na o ti ase de ntia we Ghana ni a onye da untimi hwe bra nsuo to na papa pagimu pa wo lodu nyoma a ayefi enye papa o bola ewo fertilizer bottom na nsuo to no gata na ewo ni mo na o pia na o dey go sam na o ja na okọ oko hu se nsuo yira fo bi we kira so man bibia aginsem so contribute to man bibia aginsem. I don't get it. We are always on the tangent here complaining. O man na say yo and it's go ayo and yakwa wo so kura na wo no ya kwan ni bia ma no wow do pe kura speed ramp what to tum kwan nim nyina wow do pe watwa amna a the pipe to form a the coffee wow do pe we are no jano sa o so say o man ni mo ede usuno by apart from responsibilities of government one kasa your contribution towards Ghana can kono one kasa wo say Ghana because we are taxi driver or airport also you do akogina airport say ahoho bia no mo ba omo ni be to no for mo coffee my asumi ugina airport obi show okoshiashi na o gire 150 cedis also kasa Ghana dem say ujina airport as a driver, taxi driver. Obi shi okoshiashi, ufri akwentuma ba. Na oji the 150. Edi Ghana na yechichire no. Eti yenya sa ya kasa bribe, ya kasa sa free 1992 kasa nkwa. Obi e blame obi. But also your problem, maybe your problem. I need to get away from that problem. Now me call my nima Ghana calling him. Also your problem. One kasa ni papa no bokro no otutua cable sanajo no na tipotemo. Unim sa oba no so a oye nyoma bia ensefata. Unim se papa yi nyoma ya otwi nyina on customs officer bia konive ontua to. You know o port unim. We no so no age je na bim. Se ye tiba mboabo ho yin ye ho atan. And dynamo be say a DDR. And the Ghana that we are all looking at for, it will be a sham. We have been beneficiaries of this corrupt system for too long a time. Say Ghana sisa. Me no credit any odo ne paper for the country in Konkai. Midi wie mesre Christopher ne driver for Tito driver for Easter convention ne na se for no Yesu wu story ye ko bompai ye ko ye picnic ye ko ye rally ye ko wu ye ko esi ni nyina nkamfu an eye ba awie ne se obi atim ko no sabe du asomdwem mesre mo Tito ye nuanu ma mo no mo we nam dan makoto brebu abo wi amu fi se mo we nam bia ma no ka fie bi odi DV abo no be se o chese on no a movement driver o no a wutwi hye na onim kwan no so no ono asa afa insess ni che twitwa bi kura sa kan so o ye guy obi ne bo koso ye guy na ye unfortunate say obi amanye sa obi ntino wo de ko pima ko wu no e be sign nipa be 1000 na meti amekasa kasa sa ka nko ade panyan na eno akoda nka ko ba bi but obi amanye sa obi because we keep talking surprisingly bo na boys so tini chen omo ye dwombo na omo ye no overtaking we a sharp driver we a sports guy koso moto phones ye catch em with them we do this time kwa mo skills ba yesu ewu aso ju ti peja moto ni ko wiem sia na hangi wiem na oba koso because the ekika nyina onti die nti a wankasa wo wiase onti die nti a we pie Ghana onti die nti a Ghana e catch us say tu hu chema Ghana na do Ghana. If you really understand why you're a Ghanaian and why you should go the extra mile to love Ghana and to be proud of Ghana and to be patriotic and your mouth phone be there's too much greed, corruption in the system. Where the enfant kwasha manje so ye suni e ban no essay udu airport abo na immigration custom officer da okosa na kamen ko say me fra kontum na ba ubisa me kosa kamen ko say what check me kamen ko say. We are becoming too much of cutting corners country. We cut corners. Everything we do, we are cutting corners. Hospital, now call hospital. And no crano, ubedi last Ghana, no nurse between more sick and no cutting corner, 100 minutes on the way, no jump lie. Why? Bibia cutting corners. Urabo so can I cast no more boy didn't know. Obia to tune in your mom's keke. Yeah, what you say? No, my benefit. Na pass na pe mu fan chemi so obi party mini ne mapa ja omo na gu polythene bag black mu anopa na o ma chechire di akugu bolem na o ma koto atwene gata na e do omo ni mo no ma na hey o man is serious o very very serious o man ya o timi gina o to phone na o de chiche rubber mama na first papa o be connect you to. This is the country we are living in. We know the people we are living with someone. We don't volunteer information. I'll call volunteer information because police service will call volunteer information. Police for na crab aku the information. Oh my baby. Post for free G sika or kwan che enye no yentimi solve that problem. Every day full glare. Me enyam na say be kan wan say. Post for do na pa omojisa. Na no me control so kwan so nyina do no omojisa nyina pa. We're not talking about it. It's your mind, your president teacher of mind. And we should stop blaming the political parties and politicians. We form the political parties. Now the one free service we the or a gun and need or kind until free baby and buy. Until performing magic if he doesn't have our support. We know they have a responsibility, but we also have a responsibility. Although you die de biameka, say subeto, asha se to. We don't know. Insubeto, asha se to. There's too much chaos and indiscipline in this country. And you'll be a yan kasa na ye create asem ni obi na create enti mama fo anko show bia ya na ye create problem no ya say o de oba ekosuku a your system wa abefo mako enkotua bribe awfo gusu tua bribe and obi akotua 7,000 cedis enti wo betima fro na ogina se no wo 7,000 na force bill crazy ya den hihye egu akwam no don't pay ka teacher ni ana suku kra ko ye o se de minti mi ka ka mo dem beka e ka o chini pan me se me ba na so be hye na so yokoso. They don't come and tell us that what could you 7,000 cedis. Tiasre, every beer that you kasa. But if we are not careful, we will continue to be a country where talking will be the order of the day. But achieving results, no dear, the next 99 years, you're not going to take over this country. Because this generation, they are demonstrating in Melbourne, in Ketesia, women. Ubi a person over to pano and as over kwako shoemaker and over kwako a brew and over started from the scratch. Ubi a person jump kojina in fin no no you should Land Cruiser not Trasako. Na yanko twaida. O mo brebia o jumpo ya o person koto Land Cruiser. Hey. Any koswe. So what I say, so don't be influenced by those things. We have an identity as a country. Go through the process. Nana no musumunye community nhyiamu tutumu made hye ne fo kakra nana no binim so ada omode amogya ya no mogya nana mu dodo na ada oman obi an sori ne afa adwere pa ne opepa emmo oman Ghana na Ghana ntimi gina because Ghana gina yi a obi an ya da je se Ghana gina na hospital mu da o kama o fa o ko pe ba bi ada mabunu kra ntimi han dan na dan baby a wonya kra wo se da form a wo de chia yam kra no 250 no 300 no obetua na no 300 no kase ani afia on we efie bebo because afi no be no wonya sa physical 3x12 wo hu se de wutiri mesese ti nyoma bebre koso a yebetime sia no kwa mesere mo moma ye moa ye ho ye ndi ne kra mo man Ghana na ye ntu ye ho nche na ye mpanyimfo no bi ni mo nso madaroma. It is not to come in a mass wealth with your family and friends and girlfriends and uncles and nephews. Baby. It be more political party, baby. I never been buffet too much. Oh, ban 3 seconds now, after the life in United, the Hollywood superstar. Are they? It is only in this country now being a political power, Hollywood superstar. It's getting out of hand. 2024, when you made the chair there, the politicians be nobody tronche. 2024, the mumra be tronche. Both political parties and to the citizens. Mumia fire drilling here, Juma Kakrani, and I say, you will meet to MPP, you will meet to NDC, you will meet to NDC, Mukrana. Now one casa would DC Mukras, the minister. But Messia, you should be sorry Sunday. Sunday is my birthday. Until I came on Pibum. Na se radin ko so mama hodin mi nya hwe mi se kai mo pai bom Yesu be sorry Sunday that Sunday now so ma woda ti kai me sram wo fie because beware of wild dogs. Whoa me ko
Mensa mo akwaba na me na se so hwebedwam ewo Adom TV wo hia me ayafrem ya no chewaba ajwa se wa na ne yeba bedi nkomo no ye frase na ano no na ye de konkon ho be edisi ye no ebraso se ye site wa so minim se watwen ya che enti no sa nkomo ne nei me ne ye ba na ya bedi ye be hwe se ya tu obidin labeling enye se din se bi wa wo ba na ofre na joa ana wo frɛ ne se wa se wa hwe nipa ne tebia na ne ye bua timi hwe obosi obumpa na se wo so no wutimi hwe obosi olongon sprege na se akwa ne wa wutimi hwe obosi wo de tes wa ye se kurikuri na se wo ye fia enti se din no na da nipa kro so ne ye de describe no effect be na nya wo nkoda ne so akoda bi so de school kro mpe so obekọ sanso wo koi ofitin ya obolo enti emma nkoda no kra ya na omotebia etesei ewo mu nyinimo enti yebekọ ahoma so na fe yedi enkomo meni Dr. Annie Gazy oye clinical psychologist penifo a makwadare wa adwene mu emu hwehwe emu hawo enipa asetene mu no sunsuanso wo mu nya wo madwene so no onam ne no eba betwetwe enkomo se de da ne da ya ye no no nti menkọ no hoye na fe yemfiri nkomo twetwe no ase Dr. Gezi, Mache.
Yo, Miniaba, Michelle, good morning. I'm not sure. Michelle production team, and I'm Michelle Omangana, Michelle Bia.
Yes, you so pa. Nanwada, ye di nkomo de konkon baby. Na ye de pass sa labeling no. Ye be san ya ba ho na afi ya ba be di ho nkomo eye. Yen hwe sa labeling se de medical boboso we. Semfa nse wo ya akwada. Na se ye sa ase ye no bolotui, ye sa ase frefre ni din bi. Ya, ya na nsunsuanso bei enenya e wo mabrabo so wo munyini mu.
Yo, introduction no sa na wakan e din afrefre no e doso e wo ye man Ghana mu. Sen ya wakan no ya wo bi ya mani din na nso society yenso ye decide say ye be mani din foforo. Na aya ye hu say sa niam no affecting nipa no e wo so many ways. And I'm glad say you talked about nkola. Say wakachi wafro obi obolo. And I said, the moment ubema obi din a din no signify something negative and positive no. Affecting his self-esteem, affecting self-confidence, affecting nyama bebre e woni panabrabum, especially so. And I gradually know the into what it is a money pani feel say I am different. Media so no me. Now I am different, no I'm different as I am unique in a positive way. But senya obo din ebi wo ha minim but senya obo en mitini nyina ase but so beka so obi olongo even the name itself no mentiase but sounding negative obolo e just say we different wo de won kan ye ho wo de esono won ko a e ti say bi am fan say wo profufo bi say wo Ghana na say wo abrochi meme ti say ye mu bi na bi a beka so wo de we tuntuma na we black na bi nti we different we minority into the moment e be ma obi din no. So we put them in the minority, and that gives them a more disadvantage. International say niama bebre no intermediate mean fiti in. Ube show obi oha obolo ninti ebi a relationship crowd obe settle for obi obe abuse it because na say me kra me obolo inti obi ampem inti menya we ye. And na say bi a bedru baby ejuma mu kra mpo no be fu so media say media me so inti say ya mami we ya e say me fa ne sa ma ye lucky po say menya. And I say be a sport and be a oppressorian on one person, you know, like they would defeat themselves. They become defeated. Say, I'm not fit enough. Me fit enough to do way. You know, so abofra we started so we decide we ni trimu say be a we obolo and now we are skinny and now we are short and now we wadodo and now be straight away now no. Ebe ding and unless on one kasa and now say be a obi eba abofane life mo. Na o start so o promote positivity say share we think you bet me a model bet me say because the sad na happen na ma inyama bebre even career wise no grow to see career be feel so me dey say na meti dey say ejuma type me dey mean me nyo and I say mean to me enkasa ni pem and I say me dey I'm not acceptable here. We have to be very very mindful of the fact say mami bi wo hokra po or no allow say obolo mami. You have to stop the person. Say me banu me wo no me tu ni din. And I say obolo papa. And I say we as parents no, we need to stop allowing people to treat our children like that.
Yen share me your bad time. Say the we o ma time ho me mfa free ho. Me your bad time. E bia ma wo ba. Fe me ba free school ba na ni mobo. E be na asem a o se no ko mu huru no dodo. Me kai mre bia na misua na Saturday dura me ma me se no ma me koton adwene. Ma me nko Saturday classes. Enu ndika me jai school. Sanse me shia me classmate ni bi na dru dwara na et classroom a. Se do mu si huru me no na ma school kwa ya me den. Eti maya oba time say no. Na me ba eko school. Na oba bi sanse wo sonti de bia ase nkrofo bully no nkrofo look down here e kwan be na mefa so a meboa na ma build me ba no self esteem.
That's a very very good case study using yourself as way into you've been there and you know how it feels like. I think that bringing up children, society, parents, as well as community, and our school, any BBR, into no sebia, me fan se me kabi se parent bia, who bring you up, na sebia, who nibi. Debia me kase communication is a key. Obu ha oni bi kra, excuse me to say, obu ha wa wo hwe ne mouth moves any pain no ho nyefe. But wo hwe ne confidence a. But into another say and yet beauty said their society accepts beauty in the beauty. And how we feel inside. They exhibit outside. Excuse me to say, men kaso mo muton ko bi ana mo nye yi ba. Me fan say wo ton ko bi po. and now what to obi na woody every day, and now we need be the crap. How you carry yourself. Into how our parents in your back asante uba be feel ye bullying because ebi anatari and yefe, and I say also, and I say the I know balance na ho, and some affirmation say I am beautiful, we are beautiful. Catch us on a baby on country and say I'm beautiful, I'm strong. I'm able to do anything. So we your parents, we be for example of Nkrofo or Motisa Ubano. Say be or short, I'll bet me share role model be and I say celebrity be or ye be positive in the community. No, I say Chesani Power, dirty. And now Obi Krapo be excuse me to say, or you physically disabled that say society maybe I make us any limbs in nani in sunny or ye be with society. And now or ye blind and Krofo feel say be on Kanipa way, excuse me to say so stress or no po. Why you be with their life? It is a who school now for yes, sir, rise above it. And apart from empowering your child, go to the school because these are some of the things that so we have to start addressing them in our schools. Many head teacher, and first of all, follow the procedure of the school, the protocol. So SMBC, one and one country teacher. Who go teacher and one hour response being a good head teacher. If possible, board. Sometimes you see young parents need be honoma you need in the but the thing is why you did so as my way enjoy into who na so kase debi medimina esi from say sabofra bi na wo school ho na o bully me ba no ana ma obi wo ha abofra ba ko but obi make sure say ma from what class wo nyina no be say hwesa nipa we na tare de bia enyefe na yensre no ana so osododo yensre no. Sometimes it starts with one person now spread it across the class into obi am person on abofra ni dia go abofra mpa fia na osu as a parent for nice from men na wana nkasa so wa winim say ye de eni bio parent bi wo kra po a so obi be kasa a kire na omutia abofra ne kan say so we ni ye din sa ne ma we so we ni ye din. Bullying is not an easy thing. And yeah, easy. And you'll be on and enough say, be because I'll stand up for myself and speak out and everything, especially where maybe year 2 are now more. People will grab half of the class. Exactly. And our teachers' name we need to educate the teachers. And a topic like this, the teacher be a OT, society, we have to work. The home needs to work with the school. The school and the home needs to work with the church, the community leaders, everywhere. We have to work together. So, labeling and an example I will about would they say a classic example, especially our boarding schools and that. And we need to talk about it. We need to name and shame these people and let it stop.
Abrahu, yan shafe memi akwada no a menam sa bullying ni mo no ebia esebi maye kase enti kura na obi beto se wudidi wo cafeteria na canteen na wo so woda so didi why say woda so didi na ma akwada no kura dum wato sa akwada ne nso no futuo be na yede be ma no no wanya hotoso se she or he is uniquely made in his or her own way.
Yo, asama waka yampa. Even my friends recently story BC will be ami ways obi abofra wako McDonald's awato eduane oso one ne namfo obi hu na wo didi na wa fa eduane no wato abo akola nanim na chese enye kra anyway eventually no ebeye police case Crawford report said we need to stop this. Enti no abofra no se bibisa asi sa abofra bia oti ana wo ba kacha wo ba na say anytime they experience something like this, no, omon report, penny be report it to them. Obey fear. We should encourage our children to talk to us. Abofabi osro and I say the relationship between unknown and mommy and papa no cry and you're strong. Into no propose say nisano, me befi cry and daddy cry time be oniho. And I me catch no crampa. Me can be reading the newspaper now or share TV or share football. Into me can't. Mommy did be a fish juma baba na wabre into asama me kai crown kasame ho. But yenya time mom of frano. And I think you did say something very important to say, well, baby fiena so unsa waya mobo and I said bibisa. You didn't put it that way, but like wuni moba. You know, I mean a parent, wuni moba, into so change you should know. Sabo free if it any appetite perform and I say be a oba, they be a first senior oba we be chiami and I say we be chiami ni papa na bibisa onye sabi. Or buy our question them and our question kitchen and our question, you will see signs. If you are a teacher, but for say, but friendly grades, no air form, and the first in the beam. Ebia first crana or befia on any noun for na bye and abisa no befia cry telephone or more ring your moon. In Yama be honorables and Yama be essence. Sometimes bullying in such a way that the children themselves know they won't tell you. But you as a parent and as a neighbor be cracker say, mommy, and papa obey now first you need to be or chuma on any noun for most. You see, I say, or move by seeing about so no or
that's how be.
Exactly. Or what it tell one feature or try my mofranico and sana. What many years ago, not bibisa, na Ghana near Bofra, DBM say na or you didn't see Ghana buy and change. Not me for bus squidge man. I realize say Abofani DBA ni school bus, ni school bag. Up on your bet now was the stop before me cut off. Now up on your bet now pena boys be in a bag if finish him. Then they laugh at his accent. No more the bag, no more two, no more idea to say ball or busting. It's me sure anything I'm saying no. I witnessed that 2 or 3 times. What me say or bet na bus ni pe won say na o shi. Yes, minim ni parent minim ni she. Into one day na all banana man kasa me ko so ni same wo don. And I'm dey na bet na me nchen. I want me seat into one boys in the back off. Into me who said this is what into me start saying me be sunny dear. One me who said oh you Ghanaian. Into bus ni me na mama na tina me nchen. Into one day na me gina and stop. So me say bia parent bia na bibi e baba ho na beba be jano. Very little boy. Parent bia amba. And anyway, sa route ni me jai. But I made sure say I empowered the boy and I also spoke to the bus driver. Said, "Our boy, we at this time every day of a bus. Now for bus now he's bullied, and I've been watching this for a while. Can you ensure so or either so better now on chair and now I say me money notes off from commanding mammy. I don't know whether they followed it, but you see, all I'm trying to say is let's also be effective citizens. Who be every crowd won't name but how a comma. Boy, where I make kind of same. Let me name you baby, but me who clearly say because on cabro 40 saw more, on behavior saw more, or yet timid kakrano. They were taking advantage. In a lunchbox or mudi adani football now, mudi diago. Inti who be bisana. And their friend either name and shame and I report. It is authorities, but to say in this case, the only person I could report to was the bus driver. It's I reported to the bus driver, and I'm sure notes my boy and my miss Omumbejan was school, and now so Munko school because summer aircos was school by bus because they're public transport and your school bus. So we also as adults need to take it upon ourselves to actually help. So we should be near neighbor, neighbor on the aircos, but no akatanini. And that's a won't be beer. So which me say meaning so sometimes because parents do say do you fear some man? I say no, it's none of your business. But at the same time, find a nice way. So mother no na maya difficult kakra na on tia. Go to the father, the husband, and say so obey near man ko yin timoni nin kasana monshe. So obey to me, not saying how cry. Frabo friend be say a damn problem because me musa nan say we ninji who fi school bar now who go school. You don't look happy. Open up. There are children who talk to their neighbors more than their parents. Let's also play a part in our community.
Nurse, we should be each other's keeper. Apart from say me about and no better be no medium come or say ne ban nine or share car wabo pass and can ne ban nine betness ne say to me a general kakra. And so I yes an anta kakra no. He said I could only free school ban was also my friend an anta into Osu. Don't you think it's about time say yes share other parents and so many special kids nibi no mo so a training or mama no e kwan bi so mbe hunu kwan ankra no be fa so ne nkwada e bia wo so ana wadi dem e betumi atena san se me ba di dem wa me den ka me krokro no nanso nkwada no mo class no omo so awofo no robe ne wo so mo play be ma mo manate ase se akwada we special child intino ye ne international ronko.
You've highlighted an important point because that is where the school and the home need to work together. You drew assembly near there. These are some of the things that basic topics are, even if it's for 15 minutes. What you say, we need to pick some of these everyday topics. Say, labeling near there. Say, obi yari, obi na ya. Now, there are ways of talking to children. Bullying, most of the time, a bully is a very sad person. On one person in the ninja when if you ninja brabo.
Into obedru or person or king or person or ruling jungle no
Exactly. If the school can make it part of the assembly once a week or something and pick a topic like that to say, Abofrana ni nine aye anantana wu yenisano. Already no, on one person they're going through pain that they are not like everybody. So you inflicting more pain, it's not good enough. Put the child in the position, and on role play is very important. No drama near the school. We bet me for Abofra. No man nanti so untimi nanti. Another one otimi nanti. No way jina no way be so almost say how do they feel? So sometimes having like a photographic way, just seeing somebody there, a picture of somebody actually acting that part. And how their everyday life, if you have a Okojaria or sorry if in Paswa, send your bread with the chair basically or Soria. And then ask the people that what do you think this child is going through
already? Or
if you were this, and let them answer. Assembly, bisa question raise your I'm so sorry if in Paswa or Brepa, Okojaria or Brepa, or yes your Brepa, you say yes. So this is a child that every day beyond they have to go through this. And I say be abophobia or swabia or breathing problem near the. Now one will be now I am breathless. No, so what do you think this child is going through? It is so answer questions now. Now what you say, bully nibe who say ow, into abofraisana or brother and I mean so because in the child's everyday life, wouldn't say every day be or you're raping to the Nico hospital all the time. Everyone medication grab to nima abofaya kesi. We as like the educational board and everything as well, we need to educate. I'll also go to Ghana saying because we are very, very religion yet play a very significant role in our everyday life. These are some of the things I see at or Sunday school and also in the church. Say it should be a topic. Say in ABS preaching call resource people to come and then just treat these things. You don't need all day. You don't need 2 hours, 3 hours to teach some of these things. You need a kasa 1 hour, but it would impact on so many people.
Yes.
So you can call somebody to come to your church. 15 minutes on kasa non church. Man, another 10 minutes. So be a question be on bisa. And no, but you would educate a lot of people. We should use whatever resource we've got to educate teachers, school, church, wherever, community organizations. And yes, excuse me, say no, we need to socialize, but we need to use our social events for things for education as well.
Dr. Annie Gazy, yadasi anopay and in church wode amaye yadasi papa. Bibi asa be chire na ye behia wadwenkyere ne wafutu a ye besa aba ho yedase. Ebusia Dr. Annie Gazy a clinical psychologist na ne ye hwe naming se bi akoda bi wo mantamu ana onipa bi ti ba bi afre no bolotua mwode anyini enti o maame kro bi hwe na wo se hu obolo maame eno ne ye hwe nsunsuaso enya ne won kro na adwen so fi o mon koda bere mu atere se wo mo adi ebenyini te ho afutuo ne akwaji nti wo hwe me a ene wo bankasa akoda na wo hono na ne nan achia na de bi ohia na ofre na nanta no mane hu ne se akoda na ankasa kwa nante ho ye ne den emotionally, mentally, physically or bre into wo ba no mane ade up stress to akoda ne bre na wo bre no na Aba ewo efisem so ewo Adom TV bedwam anopay na wonim se yetena sese dia na St Andrews SHS na me kai wo se wo ye batan na oba computer placement ai bibia won koma kwabra ne nkan kire se fataku ana se sempo abrans ma place uba abra se sika no de koma St Andrews wo ba ma ne ba bia se esua de ye grade A schools wo nwie school na nim se wa pass ya afi na wo se cultural remedial bia won so wa kire wantwa wo pese wo ye remedial a St Andrews SHS ewo hono ma wa wo mu ebeso mu sanso na sabre ye nsu asifomi ensuo mu na akwabra ne wate office na ndiem hyehye no sanse ne dan enwunu chance no tokura de dem nyekuma obi nso ba adwuma yeso atam ne mattress tre da ho sanse da bebi da na won koduru no na afose twon wa ama DBS fo ne bo dan de so ma no nti won hu sa hawi mesra wani DBS fo ni nkomo no won fa chance papa emegu dan so ma no Colorlink Plus na ye 20 years warranty wasa wonade adi kuri dan so tie bia wo si auditorium kase bia emfa nua nkobɔ so ma mfimfini ni ntintom 2x4 no krese ye jai momon fa lodging trust se me good dan so ma DBS fo nko a no mbufo mo ye free estimate mo bronya kra dom timbo dan so eche ofiri nti ene ene wo mo eni nkita ho na enche na me sore ene ye omanfo binum awoda ni ankasa me papa me bra panyi made nyina na na sampofo agei ene ne da mabɔ ne din atu ase de bia me friend nana sanso osi mu ne emu bi ne yesusa abrabɔ na ese mfa ni die ma de ni die sɛ no eti nana sampɔfo agye opanyini ene ye wo multimedia ha nyina ohokafo wo ma wadofo nyina se ye ma awoda pasonko sanso na nana ama amani ampon wado ahema ye wo eye Kudbeck Amsterdam odo so nana se ye oma wo eye awoda pa sonko kra awoda pa sonko ma eye ohema savior wo bo mrane se tachima eboni ba kope na se no wo gina na so pa tachima eboni ba kope ohema savior awoda pa sonko enkoma wei efrie ye Solomon honom na afemi nkodu nkwa wono Solar FM mi bo awura honom na se wonom head of sports Justice Kwasi Anaman ene Justice birthday happy birthday to you yankopon ma nkwa tenten sentu adwuma de nyina ye abusua baako nti awoda pa sonko nkoma Justice Kwasi Anaman wo ye Solar FM dunkwa wono fe dunkwa afo de nyamu ankam se multi TV kura hwanka ebehihim kakra yedam wase pa se maji Adom TV atumusa afi awoda pa sonko nso enko ema Madam Siyata ono no ultra compact product ena wo distribute e won kra kropon mu ha sei na adofo ema nuanom ne wo mu anu mo ye adwuma nyina no ma me Siyata omo se omo ma nkwatenten ya apomudin e wo mu ne die hia enko nyankopon betumi dia ma wo enso na apomudin nim enti se wudu awoda se do bi sire nkwatenten apomudin ka ho a no hu se dipa kro wa che wade pa enti ma me Siyata ye nyina ya ma awoda pa sonko na ne kase no every Grace or sales and the marketing department ewo multimedia ha ye nua Grace ne se awoda pa sonko enko ema sanso ena Bernard nso ewo MGL sales department honomo a ono so se ne maame ne dofo na de nyina maame Nancy owusu menu wo tema community 2 mangwase nya wo ba Bernard se wo ma no nana no nyina ema awoda pa sonko kra Mame Nancy owusu menu yankopon ma nkwatenten 106.3 no o ma ontimi nyini nu ho 94.7 enu yasempa FM enu etia wo de mame fa eyini ma anama 104.5 enu ye nhira wokumase 104 de na se wadura nimu se so ani ama 106.3 no de bosome miensa atoso ama etima mi Grace won so wo de eno no na Auntie Priscilla se wadani Auntie Priscilla se eye wono ankasa ne wofase be ma ye wofase nti oba akra meka ne se oyemfa ne saa ono ankasa ne ba Belinda Adoko okwa akotro nso hwe de obi a hwe ani mu ne se ne ba ne nua be wie na fe first class ene ye graduate a first class for no ya na omani mu nko second class for ni mu nko na ye mo third for no second class lower any third class no ye mo so ya ne ye ni mu nko enti wo so de wo ma first class no no wo hwe ani mu se ewrade e de be ma Belinda Adoko wankasa wo so wade nyina eye Priscilla ene se ye mfa sa tiri nkwansami ma so wo nso wo hwe me na wudi wa woda na adofo bi di na woda ye wo multimedia Adom FM Adom TV Nshira Sempa ye nyina ye ka bom ni ama mu nyina awoda pasonko yankopon mo ho ba ni ensansi afeda senne ni ensa ama awoda pasonko so na mejina na afisemu abede somo e obedwam so anopai no mede ni nyina esie na abusua mesre ye nkai mi koyi mi ankasa mi krom ebra mi am krom ebra kronti hina wo ho mpanimfo wo ho assembly members eni adofo nyina se Easter yehia ahu yehia sa na se ye fundraising stronko mi se mi koginam ebra mi krom ebra mkwa kodire kwa fundraising stronko kra na ye de apagya ebra kro no nanim na tumi adrum pempensuo bi yanwini kente pa e wo ho no mo fu ha na ukobonwere adagoma se ma panyina kente nwene wo ho bi enti na wo se yetumi hia enti mesrew wo hwa me na wo firi ebra wo nchi ni ho no mo Easter ye hia wo ebra ne akwa fundraising akwa kan yensa ase kakra na de wo de tumi de aboa kro na ma no apagya wo hia me a eya frame anoche wa ba ajwa se wa o ma hene kwabena sante e betena se atwaso.
Well, yeah, to you, my dear, this one, I mean, Cosson Cow say, a higher Badwam On Adom TV, multi TV, so a do bread in Pensimu, Ebro, a fee, quickly, no more back, you be yanting for your nafi, Yambra back to studio now, immediate como Ewahan, we say, we are for near quickly, you know it already, the pledge, Oshebo now do dinner show me Alex Badwam me Achirensu Ahima papa bi me Yamfo hene papa bi House of Chiefs president me capital God so hene papa bi foundation me Alice Kopi papa bi me Yakubu Chipsa papa bi me Oman hene papa bi into the foundation I have pledge now the wudi show we are no ahye se obeye nyoma ese fata ede nkunimdie ni impeja ebebre ahafu under the able leadership of George Boachi, our regional minister, supported by our formidable team MPs your presidential candidate potential Eriko Poku Kayeho, your wisdom port Collins Dowda, we have Ira Bano, Almighty Frida Prempe, your Ira Bobi, Deputy Minister of Sports, Dr. Benjamin, also Taichi Dindin, and Afi, who also Jibraya for this baby Obiano, also Oshib might be a proud Ahafonian. Makacho says, we penny a judge to say, listen, see a Shagana, Sino, the Ghana baby, and so yes, Jatum, the Papa Dinkum, the Ebre Ghana, and Wasem and Ebeka. We are celebrating the life of the late Gabriel Kinsley Brimpong, when you are 97 years. Into made the chair 7th of May, and the year Ebekosu Konongo on the 7th of May, a Saturday. You had no Ebertum Pemonifi, OTN Block C15 Konongo, and I did Ebertum Pem. Now, if burial service, no, at St. Gabriel's Cathedral, Catholic Cathedral, and also Konongo. Na afe yabetina se aye yi nankasa ewo eye Konongo eye social center honum tienhye so eye for the late eye Gabriel Kinsley Brimpong aka Father Rudolph ho asem ana making e mani bini Mr. John Kojo Brimpong late Madam Angelina Brimpong Kumasi no Mr. Raphael Brimpong owon cry Madam Faustina Brimpong owon cry Madam Georgina Nyako Brimpong Italy Madam Rita Prempe Brimpong or UK Mr. George K Brimpong Kumasi Mr. Lawrence Kojo Brimpong of Belgium Mr. Alex Francis Brimpong of Italy Mrs. Lucy Brimpong of Free Aye or UGMC Accra Yankota Ebusuafo on the 7th of May ewo Konongo Bromoko Kata on Papa. So the late Gabriel Kinsley Brimpong, 97 years celebration of life. On the brighter side of life, when your cameraman or come here in the room, you could yan hokenia. Yes, when you're bar papa. Inti a happy birthday and come Ohima Savior. Ohima, it's also we bununi into me jibre or SM bias for my region. Ohima Papa B Sylvia. Oh yeah, Techimani this year, Papa. Dear Fabro half the way there, because President Kora, I do few. The way they measure who ye. The Ohima Savior. Or Ohima Sayajinkwa. Ohima Savior. Papa B. Techimani this year. And I want that happy birthday. And call Emma. If we, the cameraman, no, what ya, me want to copy. The feature no 2 flowers. You ever fear by the self to the clock more to you, it's a process. You ever fear by the Savior, or him, Savior. Hey, Techiman Ebony Barcope. Allah. Techiman Ebony Barcope. Wow. LBC. And now, I have 4 days, Bono, and I have 4 days, you know. Meaning our free break comes to Atanasi. Open wine, beer, or Ghana. Wine, beer, wine. The biggest wine shop in Ghana. A Bununi Neton. The biggest wine shop in Ghana. Bununi dia. You do say you be a proud Bono person. The biggest wine shop in Ghana, you know. They are super a Bununi Nedia. Yakasa, I say Yakasa wine shop, the whole Ghana. The head dia or bununi. Open wine papa biato from A to Z. Obebo amonye biato. Or MPP ni. Osai dredini ana osai kwieni. Omyema minya bununi akwaba. Richard Asante yeboa akwaba
ya mo pen kase
bibia eboko
nyame ene edini
me chia na amewu yewu so abetra me chia ya kokko di bibede yewu amewu yewu so many baba jaba e dey tie commoners amewu yewu it's not to say that's the meaning of amewu but emphasis sake clarification. I think one of few people also about various ministries are almost deputizing now almost flow through the ranks in the party they find themselves in deputy local, deputy
labor relations. Labor relations,
tourism,
information, and then Eastern region.
Wow,
Vice President.
Vice President. He's part of the legal team of the National Democratic Congress (NDC). Once upon a time, a member of Parliament, and a nadia, or practicing full law. Or practicing the full law. Let me be a come.
And I also watch
big space. It's a big space. Well, I mean, Alexi Bom, now no doubt we want to trust you. Me ba eware Pamela Onukunu. Correlations our area kwan wa ba wonyame nkam ho na bibia ntimi ko kama. Alexi Bom machawa no pay ana Nana Billy SUTF also pay MPP chairman. So hashtag still Nana Billy. Also a chairman na no pay. Baba no what say mo na say no my IBC ba say bibia beko.
Na me adom. Bibia ko.
Doctor Richard the doctor.
Yeah.
I said Doctor Richard the doctor. And what BT me no. And one carry answer me. Oh wow. Richard do the assemble. Oh, bro for your idea. Dr. Richard Asante Yeboah. Let's be careful about those titles. Dr. Richard Asante Yeboah. Hey. Na bro for the creative. Wow.
After law no na say you dey no so.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Business na
but all the business na kata woni nti amafo onim kra say what is school them though. All the business akata woni.
Say ni wom say me ka say law school no me lecture ba ko ka sem bi chem mo say every successful lawyer works for a successful businessman. So for me to be a successful lawyer me kwa koye adwuma then why don't I become a successful businessman? So obviously my mindset over the years I tilted towards the course of
business,
making progress through the business angle. I thought politics in any lecturing in the but dear him I had them accommodation say maybe be na my yuma and Senegal make me a contributor to society development.
Yes, lawyer Baba Jamal. Yeah. Is it the Confucius legal team na say mo okay bibia na mkwazo.
Legal team the Confucius ben is bibia is legal team.
Okay.
We are very solid. We are united. We know what we are doing. Supreme Court Akasa, we disagree vehemently with them. We think that the Supreme Court didn't serve the cause of justice in this country. It is clear, sir, over the years, there have been a particular conduct of the court. And the conduct is tilted towards, sir, we will save the representation of people. So what must say? And that is why you start even as far back as Teresa Adote. I was Wogon.
Yeah.
Even though there was a case against her, the court make sure that she was maintained in Parliament because
the case was still ongoing.
And the case was ongoing. And because then more I was Wogon. No,
he needed a
representation. So what must say? No matter how defective it is. No matter how defective, we have to emphasize that. No matter how defective it is, because a bad plan is better than no plan. So what must say? Because it's the same people no more say lie etruaba. Yam fan no process when we near. At least they move bitumano. So for now, no, even if it's defective, we should maintain that representation. The same principle. And I call we Sangregwa. You call him Techiman South. Yes, you can say in Kayabese, Techiman South no one when we near Bano. Ye challenging in free parliament. The principle the court told us, they say, the people of Techiman South don't need representation. Also be dinner home for the meantime. In this Bibia, Yamma Papa Day, in Naho, until say court be decided. And we see, Mino Kazeno, they are about 8 parliamentary disputes across this country. In fact, maybe more. Konim said Domoro ho, Pusiga ho, Banda ho, Atema West ho, Seyo ho, and
all these are
ongoing parliamentary disputes. But all the people who are being challenged, they are in parliament. Indeed, what is the basis? And that's why we disagree with the Supreme Court there. Say your presidential disputer would force under the purview of Supreme Court, the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Argentina, one more injunctive president.
Because
at every point in time, somebody must be on the seat. In this occasion, you are challenging, and you see, I find some of the comments of especially Dami, very, very. I would say that it was unnecessary as Attorney General, because his rush to say the electoral commission should go ahead and start preparing on all those things was unnecessary, because you see what has happened in the Supreme Court now. Yenni akonya finish mo ana ya finish. Injunction e da to. Into omuti amonti ase no. Yenkati ajagono because yenyanji akonya no, because Supreme Court ankasa in his own ruling or say they are subjecting this thing to the final determination of the case. Not just assembuzu ho ayeka alamebo assembuzu ho ayeka intending to obedient sabia ye ma wuru ya dey ko by election enya nuzo yenya me ho gra me kra ne yenya nuru ho, because now the Supreme Court injunction Supreme Court recognizes the fact that there is a need to expedite. I will say in term. Now some don't because Cape Coast High Court ruling no mine. It was predicated on Article 94(2)(a). Dudwana Jinasa article no so. Say at the time now all kwako from no our allegiance to another country. Because Article 94(2)(a) no deals with allegiance. So what must say. And the whole na yen ka say yen refer the anya den. Enko Supreme Court, because in terms of allegiance, you see when we read that Article 248 together with PNDC law 284 no. 284 no say a person should be qualified at the point of election. 284 21D.
And the election is the process.
It's a
process.
So election is to open up.
It's even good that you have even helped me. That election is a process. And Uko, in the case of the political parties with the electoral commission, electoral commission did disqualify NIPA 8. A political party about 8. When they went to the Supreme Court, the ruling of Supreme Court was delivered by Adinyara. And she stated completely said, nomination is a process. Nomination is not an event. And the process includes amendments, corrections, changes, and all these things for it to be complete. And Tiafan Krase, in the September na or form no, or no there, no achira koma Canadian authorities. Say matrim ho fi Canada. So there is evidence that say as at that time no, in his allegiance no there, he owes no allegiance to Canada. Only Canada came. Because what
upon acceptance by the
please. You see, allegiance. No, I'm not. Allegiance is a matter of conscience. So what must say? Allegiance. What you so sorry. Now utrolete edema multimedia say multimedia me no enye adwuma bio. Some multimedia be accept you, so I'm accept you. Why doing that? Who free how bet ma becho. Se contract bi na o sika o so utuama no utuama no. O se me adwuma bio, me dey no me wo. O me ma becho ja betra ha adwuma. So allegiance is a different ball game altogether. And that's why obi bisam say your loss of a way no identity yen say me say me your loss no has no problem. Because when you look at 284 and the way and the allegiance and who the boom now the electoral commission the Supreme Court ban now all this way Supreme Court said there be now or no dear yen training since me what is where is the justice here? I read the ruling. I read all the ruling yesterday. Supreme Court tilted more towards say Obi Ebrekilo, and so it is all the people of Ghana who will suffer. Yes, we agree. But what is, you see, in the court, the court is guided, especially when it comes to injunctions. The court is guided by some 3-4 principles. The major principle is in case you injuncting nipana, will it cause damage? Will there be irreparable damage? I can't say irreparable damage. For example, where Obi Ebebu fee, so at must say assassinate me the Obi Ebebu fee. Now so assassinate if you made the no cause or man what command injunction say me move you know Obu we are not some never can no Obu dan and no there will be irreparable damage you because Obu say no style person we no was unima dey chef you and all those things. And no court will stop it. But in this case, no. Question what's not parliament for one year? What damage has it caused anybody? In fact, removing him from parliament no, rather causes damages to the people of the. Because you see, if at the end of the day, you yourself say there is a case before you, if at the end of the day, say the question, so we need case now, who would have suffered? But if he was there, and would it cause anything to anybody? It will cause no harm to the people. And that is why some of us vehemently disagree. Say the Supreme Court has departed from the general conduct of courts. No, courts no submaya actually no. Say baby ade oh ye unifi ode no montra ho. Anamewa montra ho asem ne kawia ye be unifi we ya no ha ya no na adenti na we kuwe na me fa bibi ntwato. What my face is here me hwe pepe mu I don't know whether it is a collect reportage.
What's that saying?
Say Asino must suffer the fate of Ademu Sakande.
When it comes to dame.
Very uncalled for.
No, you cannot.
No, that's what I'm saying. Say I've self-noticed. Say I hope that it is a correct publication. Based on what I'm seeing here, I'm commenting based on this. No, so if it is very unfair, coming from an attorney general, very unfair, sir. Because at the Sakande situation, me person will be ochi maintain as at the Sakande situation here completely different. How? Different in the sense, sir. In Adamu Sakande's case, when you say in the course of which you can say or some allegiance to Burkina and the UK, he has not served notice anywhere, say,
or that allegiance.
And now we are changing one for that allegiance. That is the fundamental difference between Adamu Sakande Diano and Jechidiano. Jechidiano, there's evidence to show, say, what should come authorities maybe not can the Nibium. It was the processes on the other side I delayed. But in any case, what did 284 Bemwa? PNDs or 284 Bemuna? Or see, here, yeah, somebody can be disqualified, can be unqualified yesterday. By 284, by the operation of 284, no, or which might qualified in there. And Papa knows only an letter certificate of renunciation on the 26th of November. Temio, 26th November 2020. Yet Wabano 7 December 2020. Even at that point, no grano, none certificate neither. It was based on that certificate note or the call electoral commission when he was invited to the electoral commission. Electoral commission is as we are youth association or development association for Asinoff. Did not call electoral commission. Electoral commission invite you in by because the code this is as a social. The by region system, the by national headquarters. National headquarters am paying for no transit. And the question go in certificate renunciation by say me certificate even though at the time now me no there nenya my but any the electoral commission cleared him to go and contest the elections. And today we have the Supreme Court throwing all of it because I'm saying that this decision has rather caused more damage than saving the cause of justice. And I think that a sin of people who don't deserve this treatment by the Supreme Court. They don't.
All right, that's it. Doc.
Let me say, Miriam NDC for I drew in some court. I mean, who say Miriam Baba, sir, and pay more, but a good number of them. They practically rain insults and insinuations on the Supreme Court. It created the impression, say, court bad time, I take steps, say, and some man would bet to money, no, then on the to I am more say, in case I would be cause the strength of a case in based on evidence, I'd be caught to him. What's in yada, ya would then, enquire ye. Ye question, and for a hano, not drink corny might be so. Open from day one. Yemi NDC phone him say I never copy. Nebe you know, you be call by election. The NDC who call omo constituency here, they are fishing out for candidates over the past 3 months for the by elections. So when him say bibi papa bibi free come on yes sir. All what they've been doing is trying to involve themselves in legal gymnastics, any time wasting games, just to waste everybody's time. Because the point is said from High Court, you know, your choice say elections, you know, ye through, and say by elections. We go through the other appellate process, you know, called events appeal court, I could pay Supreme Court, and I win in about people. Now, yes, I am winning now. Now, what can we say? You started criminal processes against the same person. In the same way, NDC are buying started against Adamu Sakande. Adamu Sakande situation was say different. Only be difference by any woman. Emra who started processes so person we MP no. You be say now who owe allegiance to another country ana. Form now be feel no. Who sign say Emra who fill form na akoto is no. You be say who owe allegiance to any other country. What is that be? But you see the mere fact what throw letter no. When you say nipa be ready to start renunciation processes. Ebi a document in what they call one sign, referee one sign. A court near rejected was ye. Ebi a documentation even near more so this one function we a court near rejected. So the mere fact of what troll letter got to a baby no. And no say what troll who cried no tell it to say call ye say omunsa can so omunsa can and no say one from that day onwards, we are the citizen of Ghana. That's not the issue. The issue is who far from now failure. Your child said, for me, your baby, I say, media, me need any allegiance to any other country but the Republic of Ghana. When they are now true, Uchom said, the crown I said, Debbie. Now, young can we say, Patapapio to away, ya them running wrong. Na some ranana ya di raw NDC ni owura question omupeto in terms of niam ekoso nyina. Onim say yeti osisi a onim say obi ma start to tunu fu so on resign na on contest by elections. What they don't know ni say but the MPP ben win the next by elections or corner contest no kon win na the criminal proceedings no e successful. In terms of the chances it includes event saying jail term. Inti obekwa akosebo. Around that time, you be union say another by elections. Who want to go through all this? When the NDC knows, say you know what? There's nothing about me appear with my back. Union would think more privately. I'm sure say I do it a Pascal. Niano mu here ni vote to divide no more dey including making sure say back when this and man just to frustrate the system no. But the point is say na busia owura kwesi na busia and on one time we say seven predecessor or source ye yodium na ko piese ye de ne koto nsamana so e kolusu the criminal ayine de ne ko jela onu kwa na beda ho he Ghana wo na so onya asma o se mrani ha mrani adwuma to bia tra radio so aka ne ope waka Supreme Court be kan ne obeka court assembly be ye adwuma nya ne obeka radio so dia kasa no e na de be ye adwuma o ma ewo ho omususa oyina mu ho wabusiafo ho obeyama political party ayo yodium.
You are not suggesting that
I'm surprised.
You see,
I'm so surprised.
Because the point is but there's an injunction pending further a conversation of the matter. How do you jump into a conclusion that Nipa no kwa no ade so no tezo no so mpa?
No ade ekosu. Ya wo bi do. Me see, what percent na oda me
let us not give room to a certain perception that is being carried by even the National Security Minister. Let's not give room for that. We are operating a judicial system that we believe they are all hearing and reasonably all knowing, even though we are human. Already, there's a perception out there. But there's a perception out there that the judiciary, you know, maybe a challenges along the road. If you sit here and do certain conclusions, arrives at certain conclusions, as if say, unim de say call na afa. Now unim say call so say
me na omono money gide say, see when you are supporting a case and now you are in court, you believe in the strength of your case. Ntina okasa ho. Onu gina ho, o gide say, owura sakande, ye be wie no, ye be exonerate no. Me bo that's the faith. And it's on pushing on. Means so where I sit, and based on Niema, Miss Minim, and in some me I follow the processes of the court. In some court processes, no, make up court processes in the SCC. Or would tell me court process in the SCC, including. But court there's no one court there. No much to say. Minimum sir. Who to come 1 second? No, wouldn't be. Because there's not much difference between Ora second na semi anyway. At the same time,
do you disagree that there's a difference between second case in the
What is the difference?
What you know, Obi adwene da ho aka say as of the time and na me go gina wa feeling krata no. Na me trim po me da to Canada for him say sa ayonkofa ne e ba me yema mo no free ho. See, form no there's not a portion that indicates say what throw krata come obi. You be say at the time I was filling form. I don't because at that time I had written to them. No, but you see, no, you can't say that. You only can claim say you do not owe allegiance to Canada until say renunciation certificate now say you are to. You did too much. Who can't na wa chro no? And also what chro keke. And no na make sure say bet me cry by so can't na wa chro. Baby will be one sign. Documentation be also provided. There some moments cry you are even invited. I have to be questioning on various things. You've not gone through that process. Of course, you have to go to another process. You've just written a letter of intent. Intent, keke. What you are drinking, keke, na go to work. And then it say, when you're renouncing, I say, I know you're enough. Say, actual letter, or the letter back at so, and not just my renounce. You needed a certificate to show, say, on the other side, you know, you are not recognized as a citizen. Sapa penalty. Now, you can't already them second or no, sebi previous. NDC. And I push Mama Yargamo eventually benefit from a Boku Central or by MP. Because through the by-election that Adam Sakande, you didn't call two MP. You didn't call two none from where we are making reference to those things because in some night also the same thing. One can just one now so but the timing matters. He did it. By the time no na emramu no emrana dweno so court na what the for high court uko wako anim osio uko si akọ hwehwemu agi nkyeremu kakrafi the laws wako appellate court even say na oni nyina no you are getting a particular feedback you advise yourself. You can be just involved in wanting to just go about litigating forever and ever. But the point is that there ought to be an end to litigation. There's nothing like perpetual ayana yama kwine, then the space to be doing all kinds of things and they say or China saying you can continue. But at the end no and now you know to a China say unye MP. Okay, your friend said Baba, very quick comments but quickly just in from the New Patriotic Party headquarters Echo Horace Ewusi, Central Region, dear sir, decision of the National Executive Committee of the party on your indefinite suspension. I write to inform you that a meeting of the National Executive Committee of the party held on April 12, 2022, the committee, in accordance with the party's dispute and grievance procedures, received the report of the National Disciplinary Committee on your petition regarding the indefinite suspension you were given by the Central Regional Executive Committee. after extensive deliberations on the report of the National Disciplinary Committee, the National Executive Committee has unanimously decided, in line with the Disciplinary Committee's recommendation, to lift your indefinite suspension and convert same into a definite suspension. It is the decision of the National Executive Committee that the definite suspension shall be conterminous with the tenure of office of the current regional executives. Accordingly, the lifting of the suspension in its entirety shall be effective on the day the Central Regional Party holds its 2022 Regional Annual Delegates Conference. And I was saying earlier, kindly accept assurances of our highest kindly accept assurances of our highest considerations as we count on your usual cooperation in the interests of the party. And it's signed John Boyd, the General Secretary. It's copied to the Regional Executive Committee, Central Region, and the National Executive Committee. Okay, so that's for Ekwawusi. Good morning, Mr. Ekwawusi. Baba, not charge you Islamic school now. Viewers, what Baba has written here. Okay, let us go.
Many understand, you know, everybody say, oh, you're a lawyer. They say, none of pain. We are arguments as a lawyer. They are going into assumptions and people's own opinions. You are speaking as a lawyer. Let's speak to the facts. Because you see, who started saying, yeah, NDC for a lawyer for a year, who is insulting them? No, hold on. The Supreme Court itself, in its own decision, say, moment decision we are. And some of the court are going to be but we are. You have every right to criticize them. But not to insult. Criticizing them does not mean you are insulting them. The fact that we see me disagree with them, no, what insult? Please, first, we have the men, we have the men. Say, who says they don't draw? And the mom, you have the men, we have the men. We are all lawyers. Let's deal with the facts. First, NDC for the way, but people are no. In fact, on foot to foot, they don't come near us. Oh, chair. Foot to foot, no. Foot to foot, they don't. But that is a discussion for another day. Now, my main concern is kindness. Share. In the first place, as a lawyer, wouldn't him say there's a process to handle a case, and so be Echo High Court. Now High Court my decision, no on the basis some constitutional articles. Now the parties involved say that constitutional article 94 2 no. Yen found Supreme Court no enquire interpretation because you know that they are the only people who can interpret it. Now High Court no say there be me the men say me koso ayemadia no koso ye okoso no ni abe appeal appeals court. Now you can't say refer no. What do you mean the interesting thing? MPP for Frank Davis Nico can say they oppose us at that level. There is no need for interpretation. They oppose us. And I call appeals court. We made they say we canvass the same additional point of appeal. Also, see the biomunini na ebani senye beti anu say there's no me no. Adiana also amun play no, amun tiase no. No mama ko issue writ war Supreme Court say adiana e kasi interpreting nje ma papa no kasi dey be o rule here no say no Supreme Court interpret adiana no. So as we speak now there's a fresh writ in front of the Supreme Court pending writ. I also interpret Article 94 2A. So the problem now. I am happy you said something in differentiating between Sakande's process to start an renunciation. It was after the problem came. In our case, before 1 year ahead, and in law, onim that menstrual must meet with actus real. Menstrual here. Trimpono.
Any action now.
Any action now obey na osesia. Eye cleanse ni trimpono.
Nana montuno.
Ni nana montuno.
Emuda
ebobra. Ono osi 1 year matrako. The declaration of the intent alone should be able to vindicate him say wanya na adwon so obodi bone. Enti na court 1 year ahead. And more so no the Sawancho letter na and renunciation certificate in Gababa. Now renunciation certificate no so aba a whole 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks to election. Electoral Commission friend what they a woman. I mean, who in all reasonable terms, because when we are dealing with the law, we are dealing with the reasonable actions. Who say this man had intention to cheat Ghana or to do anything against the country. That's not
1 minute.
Okay.
Emra of filling forms.
Yes.
Nanka so kita in renunciation certificate.
That is your
meba. Secondly, signing say you don't owe any allegiance. Yes. That time no, na enye no correct.
That is why.
Because it's not based on your written letter, but it ought to be on the evidence from the Canadian government. He said, "And say no, you say unye citizen."
On the issue of allegiance, that is why we said that let's refer it to Supreme Court to what? To interpret it, because interpretation the better say, "Time now all sign now the letter no is it enough to clear say we renounce so and not unrenounce it." That's what from the very onset from the Cape Coast High Court. You see, there be Article 94(2)(a). No, let's refer it to it because your position is there. The moment the watch letter no come, was shown intensity on your Canadian view. At that point, so we say, okay, they say, my name is Awesome. Watch letter Bema multimedia say, unwoman nyejuma bio. No, it's the same thing. No, let me give my scenario. No, let me give my scenario. Please, please, no. This one is not.
So one lose dia.
Now our issues process.
In his case, it's not. In his case, it's not like that. In the only case, it's not like that. Me say what let no 1 year.
Game no more.
Tear me nyabutre. Or let no. And you make a choice say, or nothing you do hope you say. Ye may interpret Article 94 too. Near who say, after the time of fill the form, was the letter enough or not enough? The Supreme Court only has that jurisdiction. And as we talk now, as we talk now, right now before the Supreme Court.
Yes.
In the Supreme Court, Eba Beka said the letter was enough. What happens to that judgment?
In my mind, I don't see that.
No, what happens to that judgment? Because that judgment is based on. You are a lawyer. You are a lawyer. We base it on Ebiam John Arabic. We born it at the right of Article 94. The judgment was based on this allegiance.
Yes.
Now, Mwanga Sama Sandi and court Supreme Court say Yenko interpret it because no, his understanding of the Article 2 is say. As at the time of you're wrong. And you see there be and yes, and the infant go gym. We see there be and we'll boom rano. Say the cost of one year go gym and grow. Now let no crown na enough for side judgment every Sunday. It's gone. That letter, that judgment from High Court is completely off. And what we are saying is that yes,
you've been practicing over the years.
Yes.
Do you think, say, a letter,
yes,
will suffice
against
no maybe he
doesn't have the power. That is why
we can discuss opinion.
If you ask my opinion,
because the point is that
if you ask
we ask for renunciation certificate. I'm asking evidence showing not letter.
Dear me say you ask my opinion. If you ask my opinion, I will tell you say. Once he has the evidence,
So how do you
and the evidence shows that he has given you, and you know the interesting thing. Please, you know the interesting thing. We evidence letters from his lawyer in Canada showing that or the call ABB, so at Marseille, he gave us that information. The evidence from the lawyer. You are a lawyer that you are an authority when it comes to your client. And we asked for that evidence, and he brought the evidence to show, say, yes, he has renounced, or they are called home. It is the Canadian system that is delaying the process. So at Marseille, and you know, so what I'm saying is that it's a candidate case, you know. I'm going to try somebody, and you see, when we go to court, that's why I brought you the menstrual and the actus rules.
Oh, yeah.
We need to be able to establish before a criminality can be established by law. Meaning, by law, before a criminality can be established, every judge will say he must first establish your intention. Yeah. And I'm when who intention is no or no or I imagine so no.
But 1 year is very fair.
I mean, so that's why I think
why
that
you should have been patient and waited for the immunization certificate.
No, how?
But we have a process that is ongoing.
If I don't
maybe you are supposed to even make some payments. To make that's part of the process.
The lawyer
so
I think the lawyer
it's still not sufficient.
The lawyer gave all the evidence that he has satisfied all processes.
Hold on, come because
the lawyer
mind be here and said
the lawyer has sold, and that is why the certificate finally came on the 26th of November. Let me be Assembly. Mrs. Ocho letter bread multimedia. It's only multimedia.
It's not the same.
It's the same.
No, it's not the same.
Oh, Nabutre meba. Nam multimedia. Multimedia.
What's your mokanya na momo?
Unu omu niansem what letter ba. But omu nyen you ano. Michelle Abontina Michelle say. Uni multimedia yejuma. But
the marriage.
Practical because law is common sense. Law is basic. Law is common sense. You know when we go to law school, but it's not when we go to law school, we learn technicalities. No. You call law school. You call law school.
And I'm here to say, we make me actually could.
Oh, when you go, even the evidence says
I don't see a chess.
Oh, remember the second point they say, you bet me actually say, let her what true. A beer for so be the next thing is say, be a watcher at the crowns. You bet me actually say. Who told it so it will be $1,000.
And the lawyer said they have satisfied all those
and criminal record we call.
And now when nobody else says you should I said 10 years, it because you invite to Grana Bra. Never answer questions. Equivalent to say one.
You. Well, a lot of your text messages, probably because of a brain, back home in the making kind of. Mama, good morning. Just a small question. Didn't Canada give him acceptance letter before the renunciation certificate? Okay, so Baba Obeboy Amayeti Meisa at the end. But two things. The mountain goes, whether the mountain goes to Mohammed or Mohammed goes to the mountain, there's a dual citizenship matter here. While I know anyway, those of your messages. Na Ampofo J musician the late Ampofo J ne ba any yejbo multimedia na Ampofo Ampofo J also the Ampofo J odina order enne et happy birthday come on. And then the deputy communications officer for the NDC yanka say nua be ma kokubuan also odina order enne enti kokuba bia obia no happy birthday sonko enko emma kwaku happy birthday enko emma kwasu. We are back. Lots of your text messages, more fun. We'll have to just do the in-studio conversation of a bit woman family read your text message. Me da say also the fadwin share Baba, yeah, shifting free. I had them say na yenyama the Supreme Court to finally, but
no, we are going for a review.
For a review,
yeah, we are going for a review. Yes, we are going for a review.
There can be a 10.
We are going for a review. It doesn't matter. You see, it is not for only the decision. But it's to register our protest that we don't agree with their decision. It's not only for the decision. So we'll go for it. Oh, what time wasting? What time wasting again? When you nephew, what the time wasting? We say, catch on say, so we have to register that and we will go for a review.
Okay. Any more? Any new Who has some kind of BB or honum basa?
Bet me akabi. No, bet me akabi.
How name?
Bet me akabi.
I don't be pa.
Near me do any Brazil because Obed in the wo. Open business, Obed me akabi.
The reasons why times are tough, you know.
No.
COVID one in Japan, so I buy bear on then we are still young for so. Or free for I buy bear in Japan for so. I said bear. Now what is I'm going to know some numbers or bizarre there. I said bear okay. Oh my numbers, oh my numbers so my numbers so and make a because oh you see one because of COVID when him say you can stay fee almost 1 year o man go school. Tina say scared because school me na no anya den. Yeah, you most majority of it. When you say you can say oh me say about no, but I mean
please
come on.
Please can you let me flow small? Oh can you me oh system we want me come into so we see time na time no twem want me come.
Na camera me see o ma me kan kra as me to come.
Two
me see
ministers the whole about 1 year they can say minister be mo ntu kwan ana me boa and no kwan so according to finance minister in about 230 something million a year save here one your friends saying you save from travels foreign travels World Bank my I am if my 1 billion ana me boa
ni na ebusia unti
and they ebusia COVID relief God every 1 billion there
na ebusia
and we I am from my 400 and unti na ya twom se mo be account mo ndimi nya no amfaso wo no do so
topic be na kan wa
amfaso wo ndo nti mo use that as a reason say o man my thing because na Ukraine na say Ukraine okay ana and Ukraine da and then say and na more mind why no
na COVID na a pascal we are seeing now
na a pascal we are seeing nobody is disputing that wona wo hwe so wa Ghana no unsaka sikebi in fact most am photographer am for this get to do namba nti omoma be yankuntanjre omoma yankuntanjre the COVID no relief na ba na enya say I say na akodro ahana ye omoma yankuntanjre
nti baba wa setting on one question
okay so
let us be open me say nyamini ni pen ni ewiase enema mo ayedin minjina ha enka se ewiase enema mo nyede omahin se first na me import be a container of towels from China na me shipping fee no ye $1,500-$2,000 and then me share between $10,000 to $15,000 the cost of fleet no kwa any sika ba buy the shipping companies are Chinese companies and other me the one na say only other country fleet Italy France US and other countries are bona na the ship no and multiply by 5 and 6 and yet I buy and who asem and then me no ka say nyema bo UK any US any Germany inflationary targets no all time high in 40 years e bin see that now no yenina America pay ora Joe Biden no oka bibi say enam Russian talk oh no I mean of course these are facts or see Putin invasion of Ukraine has driven up gas prices or cap fuel prices and food prices all over the world. 70% of the increase in prices in March came from the Putin price hike. Where America man paying or can catch American ko bebia and now all you are the new aduano krano and one sema ko edin e most European countries. Fertilizer here can one semi we share Ghana any other countries on producing fertilizer. Component omu yusu edi ammonia omudi ye fertilizer na dey no. We be free Russia any Ukraine
Kangana sem
Kangana sanya mai ene edi fertilizer nti se bi ni wa utu bi nyebi ene ma bo aye di wo Ghana no enye Ghana enye in isolation
okay
pay what must say
emfa petrol
pay petrol bo akosoro aw be bia
nti de na wo sa ban ne
ni abaye bia waye watibisu
oye otidenso
watibisu na mu endisi abaye endisi abaye na mu no da mu ye mu ma ye da su for 5 years mu sa bra na mu mu say Ghana for ye boy nsem adanko kufa mami cho in all these challenges, you know, Akufo-Addo to me didn't say by so between nursing teacher training.
Oh, Jai, no mundi
if ye koso ekase ya ba be mo binsi Ghana how no koso efakese na koye
man kase omo otiu open me show say Nyema ye no it's better than what they've done over the period.
NDC should not be a measurement.
No, see, of course. Me no ya do say. Me no ya do say NDC should never be a measurement for MPP. For you no more for. Yes, me no ya do. Me no ya do. Me no ya do. What say MPP dey be e yes they want to going for yes omo from but me I can say
more from 14 I go do to 40 what the say more more confident no
omanpanyin ene na pamfo ode nhye pa bi egu form a betimi aboa opanyin before covid beba no na inflation na ye ka wasem ene nam 19.4 no na ene nam saying around 7-8 single digit since MPP buy ye beto 15.5 ye the ba 7 na ebe ne nam 4 ko this covid buy nti dey one am 2 sa na mo MPP opanyin ye hwe gidia my any other multilateral companies enya our my in my life na my dream and so die say be kwame kuma pension see say maybe bedru ye benya over 8 car assembling plants on be set up in Ghana. There are other African countries but they chose Ghana because when them say better economic conditions
doc we are brand here pa but who bought it in keke.
You can't question what you can't question. I'm not in some way. And then I will school. MPC buy put me to a bless me. My school mamma.
The first year no took 15 times. Of course second year no took 30 times. Betranam kaze. Nanado. Eye kweku boga na contribute opetupa dodo na njimi and that time no e ma me no obi amu akora hia ha mrebi ma ekoye we me to redeem kweku boga me say papa you be pap akwantu wo ka say enema boy edin ayestro sikasema ye basa ye hu ye ho ano ama mo amodi stringent measures abase minutes kwa sika omoje na ye ntete so me say we no na wo ujitum say wo president ever private plane $19,000.
No, we don't have a figure.
We don't have a figure. Me my dream. Okay, for old one 14,000.
Obi any work for bibia.
Obi no could be. Sorry. Mama, sorry. No problem. Mama tell me to baby. What your mama be both for me hu na me na. Na me kan say.
No could be any.
Yemfa old figure no 14.
Old figure figure.
Oh massa. A member of parliament.
Oh massa.
Or could you to a black one? Ranking member. Wagina floor of parliament. Akasa. So you cannot say it is not. Oh, you cannot say it is not. Oh, no. Massa, the second time. Let me finish. Okay. Generally across the world, we know the price for private jets.
If you do it that way, you are correct.
Generally across the world, no, you won't get any private jet out that of that standard below 14,000.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, president.
That's fair. That's fair.
Watch them.
Doctors, as we are meeting on Friday. We are entering the Good Friday. Let's take care.